Hi, this is Kathi Quinn with Floriani. Floriani is a division of R&K Distributing, and I want to welcome you to this week's Project of the Week. Well, this week I've been playing around with some fabric backgrounds, things that we don't normally do, and I just thought how fun it would be to put together something on screen that might give us an idea how our project would work. So first off, I'm going to come in and I'm going to come into our shapes, and I'm going to come down and get this little butterfly. Now, of course, we know this is just artwork. So I'm going to come down to my bottom icons. I'm going to come to my applique icon and click on it. I automatically have an applique here. Now I'm going to go through, and I think I'm going to come on down to some of our variegated threads, and I think I'll pick a variegated here. And it's asking me which color do I want to change. 1, 2, or 3. Now this is important. Notice 1 is your placement line, 2 would be your tack down, and 3 is our finish line. So obviously, if I want to do something with what's going to be seen, I'm going to work with color 3. So I'm going to zoom on over back to my variegateds, and I'm going to grab one. Okay, so there I have a variegated applique. Now this is an applique, so if I look in applique, I have the ability to put fabric in there. Well, let's see what fabric I've got to go in there. That's a weird green. Let's just go with, let's go with let's just go with this floral. Look a little wild. So there's my floral with my green. Now I might want to see how this was actually going to look on a background fabric. Now we're used to having a white or a gray background behind here, behind our designs, but I'm going to come over and you notice the icon that looks like a monitor with a can of paint in front of it. Down here on the bottom left hand corner, I'm going to left mouse click, and it's going to ask me, do I want to change the color? Well, let's look at this. I could change the color of the background. And a lot of times we'll do that because something doesn't show up. But we also have the option of changing the fabric of the background. So let's just look at a couple things. Maybe I want to put this butterfly on a basket. So now I know how this butterfly would look if I stuck it on a basket. Now I can still do everything because that's just a background. I can treat it as if it's just my white normal background. But now I'm going to get an idea of what this butterfly would look like on this basket. Or I can come back here and say, what would this butterfly, and remember I'm picking fabric, what would the butterfly look like on, let's see, let's look at what it looked like on this green weave. So now we know what the butterfly would look on a green weave fabric. The point of this is we've got lots of fabrics in here, but you could add some fabrics of your own. There's nothing worse than stitching something out and you think it's just going to be adorable, and it turns out it just a little off with the fabric. It's just not working. Or you might want to try something like a basket or a towel, and you'd like to know, what is this going to look like before I ever get started? And we're used to changing the color, but we're not used to changing the fabric of our background. So let's go through here. Let's just look what we've got. We've got velvets, lots of velvets. We've got some glitter fabric. We've got beige and gray weave. We've got a light basket weave. And you can continue to add more fabrics. If you go back to my video that tells you how to add fabrics in, you can add any fabrics you want into here to get an idea of what something's going to look like on it. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of things in here. Ooh, let's see what it would look like on a white mesh. Just fun. Fun to work with. And so using your backgrounds a lot of times can save us a lot of frustration when we stitch this on that red t-shirt and it doesn't look so hot. So feel free to put as many of your fabrics in here as you like. Go ahead and play with your colors, play with your thread colors, everything, to see how that design is actually going to look on that specific background. And you'll find that it's really a lot of fun to play with. There's fuchsia glitter. Let's see what that would look like. Ooh, something interesting. So look at what you've got. Take pictures of some of your fabric. Go back to my How to Put Fabric in FTC-U. And when you add these fabrics, you can use them either as applique fabrics or you can use them as background fabrics. I could come back here and say, you know what? I want to see that same fabric I just used, but this time I want to see it as background. Obviously, it blends in very well because it's the same background fabric. So again, you can add fabric to your appliques, you can add fabrics to your background as a whole. And so this is a cute, quick little lesson, but it's something that we often miss down here with our select background color. Also, continue to remember to take a look at all the fun we have with our variegated shades. I think they were doing a few little strange things. I think they're doing great now. And there we go. How pretty is that? That's a twist. So that has a nice look. So go through, play with your backgrounds, import some fabrics in here, and start looking at things you want to stitch on. If you have, let's say you've got a shirt that somebody brought to you, a knit shirt that's maybe two-toned or strange thick colors, put it in here. Then put your design on it. It helps you pick the colors much better and to see what would actually look good on that garment. Just another feature of Floriani to make life fun and easy. I hope you enjoyed this quick little lesson. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great night.